it's time to dish with D. That's me. Hello. I'm a little loopy in the morning. Yeah, it's not even that early. I look in the car at 8:45. I know. I say. So, how's it going this week? It's Monday. Ooh, new week, new set of points. I always say. Let's dish the topic of last week, because I think that's a really, in my opinion, huge topic. Tracking. Tracking is when we log our food into our app or our little tracking book, or some people do, what's I'm looking for? Journals. Some people do journals. Whatever way you like to track. I am not a writer, so tracking my food on paper just never worked for me. I don't know why. I want to be a writer. I do. I want to be a journaler. I want to be a planner. And I'm not. I buy all the tools, and I do a little bit, but but tracking, I love to track on my phone. And when I joined WW, I did it online originally before I went to meetings. I lost about 30 pounds, and it was on the app. So when I went to meetings, I assumed they gave you the app. Silly me. There's nothing free in this world. Where was my head? So you had to pay for it separately. So I was like, ooh, no, because I'm already paying $50 for meetings. I can't pay another $20 a month. It'd be $70 for the app. So I did find a really good one. I did enjoy iTrack Bites for several years. I lost weight. And it has everything that the WW app has the recipe builder, it has the scanner, it has everything. So if you really can't afford to get the app, iTrack Bites is a charge. I think it's a one-time fee to get the app. I think it was like $4.99 or something. It's been a while since I got it, so it might have went up, but that was what I paid. And if you wanted to do, I know they upgraded to this yearly fee if you wanted to do like the current program, but you could still follow Smart Points, I believe. Used to anyway. Like I said, I haven't been on it in quite a few years. Back when it went to freestyle 2 years ago, I was still on iTrack Bites, and you were able just to do Smart Points, but it didn't calculate the 0-point foods. So what I used to do, because I was too cheap to buy an app or do the upgrade, I would just I knew what my 0-point foods were, so I would just put 0 in there. So, but that worked for me. I lost 56 pounds. Then they had a special, and I switched over to the apps and meeting. They gave me a deal. It was a deal I couldn't refuse. And they have really good specials, I think, still going right now. I think you can get both. Well, now they lock you into like 3 months. I think it was $36 a month for 3 months. Like 3 months, $36 each, which really is a deal. $36 for an app and meetings is incredible. But back to tracking, because that's what we're going to talk about. I am I track, don't get me wrong, but I don't always track everything. Yeah. I mean, I track all my breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but sometimes I pop a few things in my mouth that I don't want to say probably shouldn't, because I'm being me. So yeah, I just probably need to write it down or track it. That's what I need to do. There's the mistake I make. You could say, don't pop that in your mouth. No, I'm going to pop it. I'm not popping like a Hershey bar or a piece of cake or 5 cookies. I'm popping like rice cakes, almonds, healthy stuff. But I mean, granted, even healthy stuff has points eventually. So yeah, even almonds, a quarter cup of almonds is 5 points. So if I don't eat I can guarantee I don't eat a quarter cup. But if I do it several times a day, I may have added up to a quarter cup. I don't think so, because I try to do it more than once, because I know almonds do add up to points. Sometimes I throw, we have Cheerios laying around, or any kind of whole grain. We always buy the whole grain cereal, because that's what, my husband's a big proponent of those things. So they're laying around. So yeah, maybe I might grab a few, of those. With rice cakes. I'm into the Asian trail mix, the rice trail mix. Don't ask me why, I don't know. It's just wasabi peas. I know wasabi peas have points, but I'm not having a crap ton of them. But eventually everything adds up. So maybe I'm having weeks where I'm not doing so. The heat on my hands are cold. Not doing it. If you're not having, you're not doing so hot on the scale. Check. We call them the BLTs, the bites, licks, and tastes. So sometimes you just like, yeah, you're not having a piece of cake, but you're cutting a piece of cake for your husband or your daughter, and you lick the fork or you lick the knife. You know, we all have done it. Sometimes we do it twice. But like those things add up. But you know, here's the bottom line. I always say this again. This is how I live, and this is, you know, my journey. I'm going to have those BLTs because they're technically not as bad as they could be. And if I could stick to BLTs, I've won. To be honest, yeah, heck yeah, I've won. And I did, you know, I don't know. I just feel like I don't want to feel guilty for having a BLT. I know there's people out there that, oh my God, you know, dear Lord, I don't think if we go over our points by a point or two, it shouldn't matter on the scale. Technically, it shouldn't. But I don't know if my big thing is not even tracking, it's what we're tracking, what we're eating, what we're snacking on. That is key to weight loss. I mean, like I said, if you're snacking on fruit, rice cakes, and almonds, I don't really think that's going to I don't think. But if you're snacking on processed stuff like maybe string cheese, Built bars, which I do love Built bars, any of those candies, like I have a lot of those low point candies around. The Russell Stover has them, the 1 point little caramels. Eat Me Guilt Free has stuff. There's so many, and yeah, they're within our points, but they're processed, they're fake, and I think those types of foods are detrimental in BLTs. Like, I don't believe, and again, this is just me, yeah, I am a Built Bar ambassador, yes I am. Would I eat a Built Bar for every day? No. I don't think your body processes, and I think I say this all the time, your body processes foods like that very well. Sugar-free, fat-free pudding. A great snack. Would I have it every day? No, I wouldn't. I mean, I do have, like I said, you kind of split these things up during the week. I don't think I could have that and a Built Bar in the same day. I don't think your body can flush it out. It can't. And if you're having trouble on the scale, look at what your BLT, look at what you're truly eating. And yeah, you're within your points. I'm not going to say you're not, and I can't defend that, though it's within your points. But not all points are created equal. And I think I say this all the time because I just wanted to sink in that watch the choices that you make. Watch the choices that you make. If you want to snack on something, snack on it. It sounds weird to say because when I first started doing it, I'm like, I'm snacking on a piece of chicken, and snack on a pure piece of chicken. Snack on a hard-boiled egg. Snack, if you like, on a banana. I was not a big banana person. I'm not a big fruit person, I'll be honest with you. I am not. But when bananas came 0 points and they're whole ingredients, natural, I started to eat bananas. Because why? Because they're filling, and they fill that hole that I'm gnawing at me, as opposed to grabbing something that's processed. I'll grab a banana, I'll grab an apple, even a little bit of peanut butter. I of course go for the PB2 because I can get away with peanut butter for 1 point. Dip my apple in it. Throw it on my rice cake. I had a delicious snack last night for 3 points. It was a chocolate rice cake for 2 points. And I put a tablespoon of peanut butter. PB2. So yeah, it's a processed rice cake. You got me there. But again, will I have it tonight? No. I mean, I just try to spread stuff out. That's what I want to have. Spread it out, people. Don't have it all in the same day. Spread it out during the week. See if you see any better results from that. That's where I'm going with this. Spread it out. Spread it out. I mean, if you can make oats, things with oats, make that 2 point banana bread, a banana, egg, and a 1/4 cup of oats. It's a great little loaf. You can make it into muffins like Joan does. I make it into a mini loaf. I have half for 1 point. For a snack, it's filling, delicious, and it's whole real ingredients. And your body just loves it. It just does. I've made these little, I haven't made them for a while. I have to go find the recipe. It's a souffle, they call it. It's an egg and a banana. I don't think there's sugar in it. I'd have to look, like Splenda or something. And I know there's vanilla and maybe a little baking powder. and you make it into a little ramekin, and it puffs up into this little like souffle. Again, real whole ingredients. Your body can break that down immediately. If you put something in there that's going to give it trouble, it's just good. It's going to slow it. That's what slows your body down. Ah, good segue, Denise. Yes, processed foods slow your body's digestion down. So do you ever like eat something and all of a sudden you're tired? I didn't know this, but I always thought because I ate too much. Not that you ate too much, because I know I've had a salad and felt tired. It's that you ate something your body is having a hard time digesting. So in order for it to digest, it has to take away other things. So that's why you feel a little bit tired and sluggish. Didn't know that. So it makes sense. So try getting easier foods. That's why I think the purple plan really is a good plan, because all the ingredients are the ancient grains. Easier for your body to digest. I have a hard time just limiting myself to like potatoes, and I like brown rice, so I have it anyway. So yeah, I'm a little bit afraid to try that plan, though I do love the foods on there. I eat most of those foods, but I track them with my 23 points. I call myself the magenta plan. Yes, I do a little bit of purple, a little bit of blue. Kind of looks magenta. But yes, track it. Track everything. If you're having trouble on the scale, if you're at a plateau, I always say increase your water, track everything, change things up, change your breakfast. If you're having eggs all the time, have some pancakes, have some French toast, have, what else do I have for breakfast? Have a hash waffle. I don't have the same thing for breakfast 2 days in a row. I don't. I just, because I'm home and I do have the time to do it. But yeah, like today I had a farmer's omelet. Oh, it was good. A little bit of tablespoon of hash browns, a tablespoon of fat-free cheese, 2 eggs. I chopped up a piece of Canadian bacon, some mushrooms, and a little bit of onion. Did I have any pepper in there? I don't think I had any pepper. Oh, I did have pepper. I roasted peppers. Oh, everything was 0. So I only had to count for my toast. I had 2 pieces of 647 bread with my homemade 0-point apple cranberry butter. So my breakfast, check it out on Instagram, was phenomenal, satiating, and delicious. It was really, I mean, that cranberry apple butter is something different. You know, again, change it up. I would normally have avocado, but I'm out of avocados. But I made this cranberry apple butter last week, and I've been enjoying it. And it's just different. It gives a little pizzazz to your toast. So yeah, change things up. Change up your lunches. I never have the same thing for lunch, because 9 times out of 10 it's leftovers from dinner. I have a wrap. I have a salad. That's usually my 3 things. So yeah, never the same thing for lunch. Dinner, if I just plan dinner, I know what I'm having for dinner tonight. Actually, we're gonna have leftover soup, because I made a big pot. So should be up tonight. Hopefully when you watch this, probably won't, because it'll probably be up tonight, but hopefully sometime in the next 24 hours, my cabbage soup will go live on the channel. I made a big, huge pot of 0-point cabbage soup. This cabbage soup was something I used to have back about, was it 30 years? Oh. Yeah. It was in my early 20s when I had my first job, and we used to go to lunch at this Jewish deli, and they had the best cabbage soup on the planet. It had dill in it. And when I was making this cabbage soup yesterday, because I like a tomato cabbage soup, I was going to make the Weight Watchers, but I don't know, it called for tomato juice, and I scanned it and its points, and I didn't want to count points for soup, like a vegetable soup. I mean, I guess you could sit there and say it's tomato juice, but, so I went with a chicken stock and a crushed tomato can, and a little bit of paste. And I was winging it because I wasn't sure how it was going to come out. It was so reminiscent of that soup I used to get at that deli. And I think, maybe you don't like dill, so if you don't like dill, you won't like this. But like I said, you don't have to put the dill in. You can put herbs of your choice. But this was dried dill. I only put a teaspoon in. Like I said, I made a nice pot. I guess you can get about, probably 10, 11, 12 servings. So only thing I'd have to count would be the package of the dried onion soup mix. And that's 3 points for the pack. But like I said, I made a crap ton of soup, so I'm not counting that. I'm a rebel that way. But yes, check that out. And I have to end. I'm here at work. That was a fast ride. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. That shows Dish with the uploads. She uploads her daily inspirational vlogs once a day. She tries to anyway. Have a great day, and thank you for subscribing.